the drums beat up again. For all true soldiers, gentlemen, let us distant march, I say, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. Gentlemen who have a mind to serve a queen both good and kind, enlist and enter into pay, then over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. More from sound of drum retreat, while Marlborough and Galway beat the French and Spaniards every day, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. 40 shillings on the drum for those who volunteers to come, for shirts and clothes and present pay, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. The prentice Tom he may refuse to wipe his angry master's shoes, but then he's free to sing and play, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. We then shall lead more happy lives by getting rid of brats and wives, hold on both the night and day, over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away. For if we go 'tis 1 to 10, when we return all gentlemen as well as they, went over the hills and far away, over the hills and o'er the main, to Flanders, Portugal and Spain. We hand commands and will obey, over the hills and far away.
باطل يا عزيز.
Get another one, you moron!
I think I have one in the truck.
I'm hoping by putting the carpet here on the outside edge of the fence, it will keep the brush down as it did here on the inside. The plan is to pull out all the brush that's not raspberries and let the raspberries grow along the fence. In the fall, I'll edge out the garden and add topsoil and mulch. And maybe before the end of summer, I'll put an arbor entryway here to allow the raspberries to grow around it. Once this is complete, maybe next year I will add blackberries and blueberries to our garden. Meanwhile, I'll keep the brush down and transplant raspberries. This was just a quick little cleanup to keep the brush down. Remember to share, like, and subscribe so you can see what happens next with the Raspberry Knoll. Alright, so I got into the brush a little more than I wanted to there with the Raspberry Knoll, but it was definitely worth it because it's summertime and I don't want the brush to take over my raspberries. I cleaned out in front of the fence. There's no point in having a fence if it's all overgrown, so I put the carpet that I pulled up from over here and put it over in front of the fence to stop the brush from growing up against the edge of the fence. There is one raspberry branch that's coming out from the outside to the in. That just kind of survived the weed whacker. So I weaved it in and left it there. If it is a wild garden. So if it wants to grow a little bit on the outside of the fence, ain't gonna hurt anything. As long as it grows back on towards the inside, I'm fine with that. So as the bush gets bigger, maybe I'll crop that one off. I think it's good. I think folding them in on top of themselves is good. Then it gets secondary growth. The first ones that are there folded up get these little buds, and then it starts to branch out with new growth. So you can either fold that in or put it into the next bush. And what I'm hoping to do is, and once I got each little bush and I clear out all the other stuff, it'll start to go out like this, and then each bush will start to connect into each bush, and it'll just be like one big folded shrub that you can go in and get stung by wasps as you gather your raspberries. So you just got to be careful. Even being careful, you're going to get stung. You know, you're going to run into stuff. This is a wild area, so it's not like it's in the neighborhood and it's the edge of my property or something. No, this is up in the middle of nowhere, up on the mountains next to a national forest. So there's lots of wildness here. That's what I love about it. You are watching Minuteman Mountain on YouTube. As you can see, we have reached our 1,000 subscriber goal. Thank you for all your views and support. And remember to share, like, and subscribe my videos. And if you're looking for more Minuteman Mountain, I have organized all my videos into mini-series. You can find them by going to the Minuteman Mountain View channel page, scrolling down and opening up playlists. There you can catch up on the Raspberry Knoll, see what I've done with the fire pit, and more. Thanks again for watching Minuteman Mountain here on YouTube. This is Minuteman Mountain signing off, reminding you to stay ready. Manere paratus.
Watch another one.